No more green cards. The Trump administration just froze immigrant visa processing for applicants from 75 countries. This is the bombshell. What does it mean? Who's being blocked? What applications are still being processed? And the big one that no one talks about, what are the exceptions and how can you still come get your green card, bring your spouse, bring your family despite the freeze, all the loopholes, all the updates in this one video? Hello everybody and welcome back to Immigration Flash Updates. In this video, I'm going to try to break down exactly what this 75 country freeze means for immigrant visas, which categories are being impacted, and most importantly, what I'm being asked by everybody, how can we still come here? How can we still bring our family members despite this horrendous ban? Well, I'm going to make sure that I explain to you all the categories and how you can also navigate this and still be able to immigrate to the United States, still be able to attend your immigrant visa appointment despite the freeze. Make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. I promise I'll give you all the information that I know and pass it right back to you, just like we do every single week. So what is happening first? What is this freeze? Let's put this into perspective. So the State Department just dropped an announcement a few days ago that they're putting a full-blown freeze, a hold on immigrant visa processing. This is specifically for family-based immigration. So if you want to immigrate your spouse or parents and you are listed in one of these 75 countries, that means that the State Department is not going to issue visas. Number two, even some employment-based green card applications that are being adjudicated right now are also being frozen in the sense that no new visas are being issued. And this ban is effective January 21st, 2026, and it is actually happening right now. So if you're watching this video and you're from one of the affected countries and you're asking yourself, what are these affected countries? I am going to post a link in the description of this video to our blog where we have a full information about the freeze, including all the countries that are being impacted. So why are they doing this? The reason why the administration announced this on their Twitter account is because they're worried that immigrants from these 75 countries potentially are going to come to the United States and become public charge. They will take money from the government that they're not eligible for, and they will drain our economy. This is the official reason why they're implementing this massive ban. Now, this ban is specifically impacting immigrant visas. So if you're applying for a tourist visa, you want to come to the World Cup, you're applying for a work visa, you're applying for a student visa at this time, this freeze on issuing visas does not apply to you. What are some of the countries listed in this ban? I'm not going to read all the list of countries. We're going to list those in the blog article, which is going to be linked in the description of this video. But some of these countries are Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and even the Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados is also included. Bhutan, Cambodia, Fiji, Grenada, Guatemala, Moldova, Mongolia. By the way, guys, I was born in Moldova, and I am apparently also on that list. Morocco, Nepal, and Montenegro, Iran, Syria, Somalia, Russia already have these restrictions, but this is expanding it even further. So let's go over some very important points, because many of you are asking me, first of all, what's going to happen with our interviews? What's going to happen if I was already interviewed and I was issued a visa? Can I travel? Should we just take our stuff and come back to the United States? I'm going to answer a lot of the questions that I received in the last 40 hours. But before we do that, guys, if you're here for the first time and you want to receive these kind of updates on a weekly basis and you want to be the first to know when I go live, then subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show these videos to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matter, send me a text 619-483-4549 or use our WhatsApp number. It's listed somewhere here. For all our international viewers, they can't text me. There's a WhatsApp number that I set up specifically for you. Please use it. Send me a message. Let's get this consultation started today. And now let's get back into the video. So what if you already had an interview scheduled after this ban is effective? The embassy said in a cable that they released just a few days ago that interviews will continue if you were scheduled to have an interview. Even if it's after the date of this ban, you can still have an interview. And most likely, if you get approved, you should be able to come because your interview was scheduled before the announcement of this ban. So do not skip your interviews. If you have it, show up. If you're not going to show up, it's going to delay your case even further. Now, they also said if your case for some reason is going to be chosen for further vetting, you will be scheduled under 221G admin processing, and they'll notify you at the interview, but not all interviews will be scheduled for admin processing. People who are eligible will get their visas. Number 2, if you have dual nationality. So let's say you are an applicant from Bhutan, which is one of the banned countries, but you also hold a Canadian passport. In this case, you can still proceed and come to United States and move your visa application to a different post. In this case, Canada. Dual nationals are not subject to this freeze. You'll proceed with getting your application processed as normal. This ban also allows you to apply for a national interest exception, just like the previous ban. So if you're somebody in healthcare, if you're somebody from a very special industry that requires you in the United States, you should be able to still do this and apply for a waiver. National interest exceptions are eligible, and they did say that. So if you're one of those people and might be eligible for the national interest exception, please reach out to an attorney to start the process now. Otherwise, your case will be delayed significantly. If you've been approved a visa, but you haven't received your passport printed yet, some of these cases will be adjudicated, which means you'll get your passport with your visa and you'll be able to travel. And in some cases, the consulates might reject and cancel the approval. It is going to happen on a case-by-case basis, which means that you need to be in touch with your embassy and check to see what's the status of your case. How long is this ban going to continue? At this moment, the recording of this video, there is no timeline. At the moment, it is paused until further notice, which means you should make the proper arrangements if you either have a dual nationality or if you want to apply for an exception or for national interest exception. But there are things you can do. Apply for non-immigrant visa to come to United States and then try to do it from here. If you're inside the United States and you are subject and you're one of those 75 countries, you can still apply for a green card. If you're inside the United States, you can still apply for a green card, and you should apply for a green card. You're not banned if you're inside the United States. So you can apply for adjustment, change of status. This is only applicable for people that are outside the United States trying to come in. It doesn't apply to I-90 renewals of your green card. It doesn't apply to replacement of certificate of citizenship, and it doesn't apply to N600 applications. And again, guys, remember, if you are from any of these affected countries, it's not the end of the world. There are things we can do. As I mentioned, if you are stuck overseas, I get it. If you're inside United States and you're worried about traveling, I wouldn't go there at this time. I would keep yourself inside the United States until further notice. But for now, if you're facing challenges and you're applying for visas overseas and you are one of those banned countries, remember, you still have the opportunity to negotiate, communicate with the embassy, and depending on what you're doing, if you're applying for a family petition, exceptions might apply for K1 visas. We haven't seen K1 visas on that list. So I assume that K1 visas are still going to be processed. We yet remain to see any K1 visas that have been rejected. If they will, I'll obviously post a video about it. But for now, if you're applying for a fiancé visa, by all means, do it. Even if you're from one of these banned countries. So there is a freeze, mostly on family petitions, but there is hope, and we are fighting the good fight, getting our clients waivers and still getting them scheduled for interviews despite being on that list. Now, if you have any questions about this whole process, about the ban, you know what to do. Post them in the comments below. Let me know what your concerns are so I can make videos to address those concerns. As always, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in our next